Hello, this is a short introductory video from Edinburgh University Students' Association to outline the important role class representatives play in making sure the University of Edinburgh works for students. Working with students is fundamental to your role as a class rep. It is your responsibility to gather both positive and negative constructive feedback that is representative of your fellow students' opinions. To give the best feedback possible to your course or programme director, you should let them know what is working well, what is not, and suggest ideas for how things can be improved. This open dialogue is the best way to work in partnership to improve the experience both for yourselves and for other students in the future. The first important aspect of working with students is that everyone you're representing knows who you are and what your role is. You can introduce yourself online in discussion boards for your course, or by emailing all the students you're representing, and, most usefully, by introducing yourself personally to your peers. Your school office is expected to help you contact the students you represent. In some schools, you can email the students you represent directly once you request the email addresses and agree to adhere to data protection policies, and in other schools they will give you access to a mailing list or forward things on your behalf. Ask at your school office to find out how you can contact the students you represent. You can also use social media. For example, why not set up a Facebook group and introduce your role, or create a discussion board on Learn? Being visible, friendly and approachable makes your role of gathering feedback easier. Be aware of what communication methods you are using and who that privileges or excludes, since not all students use Facebook and not all would want to respond publicly with feedback in a Learn discussion board. It's also a good idea to ask staff to include your name, email and photo in the contacts area on Learn or your class or subject virtual learning environment so they can come to you with feedback at any time. Throughout each semester, you should actively gather general feedback from other students about your course or programme and how it is run. There are many different aspects of the learning or research experience that you can gather feedback on, and you should bring these issues and proposed solutions directly to your course organiser or programme director throughout the semester. You're also expected to prepare for and attend your subject area's Student Staff Liaison Committee meeting, also known as an SSLC. This is where you can present feedback about specific issues or topics, such as the curriculum or learning resources. We'll tell you more about this in the next section of the training. You can find a detailed list of suggested questions in the resources for this part of the online training, which can help you start conversations with students to gain feedback about the different aspects of the student learning experience. Your school already collects survey data and, in some cases, mid-semester feedback, so ask them to share that with you and avoid creating your own surveys if possible. The feedback you gather should help staff to understand how issues affect students and how they can improve the student experience. As well as collecting feedback from students, you are also responsible for auditing how well university policies are being implemented at the local level in your courses or programme. For example, the university's Mainstreaming Learning Adjustments policy outlines actions that academic staff should take to ensure courses and programmes are accessible to all students, including wearing a microphone in lecture theatres, ensuring PowerPoint slides are online 24 hours before any class, and permitting students to record lectures or supervision meetings on their own devices. If this is not happening, you may want to discuss it with your tutor, lecturer or supervisor, contact your school convener, or get in touch with the Students' Association. If you are keen to take on more responsibility, you could consider asking staff whether students would be able to work in partnership with them to co-produce educational materials that are more accessible and inclusive, co-design course delivery to be more effective in meeting student needs and goals, or co-create community events that supplement your learning and development. The Students' Association is here to help you with these projects, so ask us if you have any questions. It is important to gather as much feedback as possible to prepare for your meetings with university staff so that you represent all students' views. You can meet online or in person with other class reps in your subject area to prepare for SSLC meetings. You should be objective and accurate by providing all the feedback you've gathered, since class reps need to be representative of all students in their cohort, even if you personally don't agree with every point. By working together, presenting students' feedback in a constructive manner and proposing solutions, you can work in partnership with staff to implement positive changes. The Students' Association is here to support you if you need any advice. You can always contact your elected school reps, the Vice President Academic Affairs, and staff in the Representation and Democracy team. Other reps can also help you brainstorm solutions to issues at the rep events or on the online discussion boards in the Student Rep Forum on Learn. See you there.